All right. You know what it is. You know what time it is, y'all. Get our RailRoader on. Let's get our RailRoader on. I'm gonna endeavor to do some fueling up and stuff, housekeeping here before I turn the day, because frankly we're gonna need it. Oh, that's right, I turned off the fuel waypoint. No, I don't want you to go in reverse. Thank you. Yes. So. Oh yes, 12 goes into the other helper pocket. Just have this other one come sit and wait at the light. These are both going to get parked back. This other helper pocket. The helper pocket I'm using is a old AMW mod. I don't know if it's public or not. I'll have to ask Casey if the helper pocket is a public mod or not. It might be. I could probably just search it myself. How close is that? Oh, I missed it by 2 ties, looks like. Maybe not even that much. Maybe only one. Ooh, too far. Way too far. Can't even do it myself properly, I guess. All right. Tina? Yeah. There we go. All right. Oh yes. What? And, huh? Sure. Not where we want to be filling water from, though. 1900. Want it over here. Let the auxiliary tender fill the locomotive, or the locomotive tender. That's gonna take a little bit though. Let's set. Now realistically, these would drain together, not separately. But the way it's set up, the way the game works, is the canteen drains first, and then the canteen is just trying to keep the locomotive tender full, and in real life they would drain together. Yes, okay. All right. A handbrake. Gotta. That. Just doing my diligence here and making sure that the locomotives are fueled up and ready for the next run. I'm gonna have to start sending them to service here and there. What I'll do is I'll put them on because they have to help the steam passenger train, and I'll probably just take pairs of C-55s or a single F and let them help the steam passenger train, and then when the steam passenger train's laying over in Andrews for the next run, can throw the helpers in the shop and let them get serviced. Oh, that worked perfectly. Okay. I swear it took the fuel waypoint out of there. Apparently it's still working. Okay. Either that or something is causing them to spot for the fuel points. I'm not mad about it. Oh, that other helper pocket is just a little bit longer. I guess it's helpful because there's 3 locomotives there instead of 2. Okay. Leave you here. Now there's a possibility. Oh, I didn't think about that. You have two steam locomotives connected to each other, and an auxiliary tender in between. Sometimes the aux tender is mistaken as to who it's supposed to be filling. Now it's working though. Just decouple that for a minute, and then we'll check back with that in a minute. We got my Texas on the other side of the railroad is also needing to be refueled. That's full. That's full. Cool. And now it needs to be turned around. So I have done a little bit of work offline. I say a little bit. It's more like 8 hours worth. There was so much stuff. I was so far behind yesterday. I was just, man, I'm not gonna stream. I'm just gonna plow through this and try to get through. It really wasn't very interesting, and there was just a lot of flopping around all over the place, trying to get stuff done. I really like this this car shop in Bryson, though. Having so many diesels and so many locomotives now, frankly, it really makes sense to have a linear shop to do work in rather than a roundhouse. I get why roundhouses were used back in them old days. But even I do think they lost room using now the reasons for using it seem obvious. I mean, like turntable and then have as many locomotives in one place as you can. But realistically, removing the turntable, because that's a lot of wasted space, frankly, with one track on it. Removing the turntable and switching to a Y setup, so you turn your locomotives around with a Y instead, especially if you've got a long tail, then you can turn around whole trains, or a loop. Loops are even better. Loops and Ys can be used interchangeably. They're not but honestly, this setup holds less locomotives than these two tracks right here. Now, back in the old days, they also didn't have every locomotive was the same, obviously, so it was easier to get a single locomotive out and, you know, get it ready, and it kept them indoors and stuff like that. I see a lot of the advantages of using the roundhouse, but the amount of time steam locomotives spend in the shop anyway, not sure, wouldn't it just been better to have, you know, some linear shop like we have now, bunch of stalls, and have your locomotive move linearly across the shop as it gets serviced. So that's done, that's done. Okay. So, over this way. Now we're getting there. I'm gonna fill these locomotives up with coal, of course. Head back up, and mostly because we've got quite a bit here, so, and because I should just have it. It should be full. Okay. Now, I did make a short video, and I'll probably post it, of a train I ran last night. It was in the dark, so it's not very good visuals, but it was these two steam locomotives plus the three F-71s at Nanta, and all four of the C-55s at Nanta, all together, pulling us. I think it ended up being like 77 car train, something like 7,500 tons. It's a lot. It was a lot for Red Marble. It just made it over too. It made it over fine. It was like 20 miles an hour, 19, 20, but I need to do that, and I can just do this. Oh, I don't need that much. That's a lot of throttle. Maybe. But you're not supposed to connect your water lines to that. That doesn't need water. I wish they were smarter about what they're connecting to. Anyway. Pull up and fill that one up, I guess. I don't want to take up my good locomotive numbers with random rolling stock canteens and shit. Ooh. Is that too far? Nailed it. Ah, these need diesel. Not quite. What is the diesel fuel situation here? I don't know what the deal is with this piece of track here, this stub. I don't know if the game, they changed that in the base game or not. I have to take off all my mods and find that out. Bruce, it's going to be a lot easier if you just get on the floor and jump up from there, bud. Alright. So I'm going to leave 5011 here and let it pull the interchange in the morning. There's been a lot of cars lately. But it should be able to handle it fine. The only bummer deal about this locomotive is that in autopilot or AI mode, it spins the wheels pretty hard because it's got like 3.5 adhesion. What are you doing, Tina? I don't need to go 30 around that curve. 5-axle driver. Boy, that is a short album. I get that. Cool. Nice. Those are flashlights and markers, though. So we're setting in Silva. Yeah, I didn't spot the two interchange trains until like 30 seconds to midnight. I'm not joking about that. As the old Judas Priest song, 2 minutes to midnight, something like that. I think it is Judas Priest. Just come up here and Tina, cracky girl. Okay. All right, we're good with water here. We're gonna back up and get coal. Do the articulated first, and then we'll do the 1900. All right. So I don't really want to look at anything until morning. I'm not going to really worry about what's spotted, what isn't, what needs to go, what doesn't. It'll all need to be moved in the morning anyway. So big things I know we're going to need to do in the morning is move the sawmill and the log pond. Probably have to look at Walker and obviously pull the interchanges, which I will pull Andrews here with the switcher, and then I will pull Silva with 5011. I'll pull Silva manually. I don't think it'll take me as long. I'm going to use the restroom before that, though. This is the best I've been set up, I think, for a new day in a while. Famous last words as I inevitably forget a bunch of shit, and there's stuff I have to go move. But we can at least pretend. Pleasant fiction. All right, that'll do. You know what? I was gonna say you could spend the night like that, but I don't actually want to do that. How long is the tail on this? Why? Not very. Tried to make a little bit of a Milwaukee Roads paint scheme here. It's not terrible bad, but I wish I could make like the top third of the long hood black. That's kind of a late Milwaukee Road paint scheme anyway, but it was before they painted all their stuff like Union Pacific. It's wild that they started painting their stuff at Union Pacific despite the fact that they never merged with them. They did cooperate and interchange with them a bunch, but Uh, $500. Oh, 500 is one of the F's. That's right. This is actually going to be worth looking at. This train does move pretty early. We're gonna get these put back on there. Wait, are they done repairing? They are. Okay. Get these locomotives put back on their train. And then we'll get the local ready to move. For these, I'll just throw them around the loop. They can. You can stay there. Is that 5 miles an hour the whole time? It must have been. All right. The lamp off. Ooh. Let's have them park over there for now. Just leave them running. I don't care. Can't do that way. It won't work. Sure, all of our switches are normaled. Can stay here overnight. It will be 2:01 in the morning. Train number 201. It won't move at 2:01. All right. Now that was there. Okay. Ciao. Ciao. I'm going to take this opportunity to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. fresh beverage. Ladder. Trains look like they're ready to go. So, see where these guys are. I don't want them in the way of the loop, though. Oh, those cars took a minute to load in. I'd say we probably have enough pulpwood here for the next day or so. And there's a a silly amount sitting in Bryson too. Really is kind of embarrassing how much pulpwood I've been producing. Okay though, we'll need it. Oh gosh. So I'm gonna make all these signals look nice though. If your game is lagging at all, it's very beneficial to zoom in on the switches, the CTC switches. You could just run the RailRoader in ABS mode, and I fully support that. The reason I use CTC is I like being able to control the movement of my trains on the main line. I don't like, you know, we've all done that where we're just going about our business, looking at stuff, and accidentally made two trains go on the same piece of track in opposing directions, and it doesn't turn out well. I don't need those going that way. I'm gonna set Bryson to red on both sides. Make the main normal. I'm also gonna set all of Bryson's yard switches. You need somewhere better to put this passenger extra though, because the Bryson yard is gonna be busy. I think I could just put it up in Silva or Andrews. I think I'm more likely to have extra passengers in Silva than anything, but I'll think about it. Maybe I stick it in the hole of Governor's Island, or go back down the branch of Hemingway. Not Hemingway. Appalachian Hardwoods. That's the one. Okay, so, and then these are going to need to be that way for the morning. Now you can just chill. I don't need you. I don't need you. I will need 5011 in the morning. Oops. We'll need 3064 in the morning. Also, just having that constant, you know, 567 idle sitting there is a little annoying. I don't mind the sound of a 567, but that's 567 is the diesel engine, the prime mover in the F7 locomotive. Actually, all the Fs and Es and GP9 up to GP11, I think, still use a GP38 was the first one that used a 645. So those are just engine names from EMD or Detroit Diesel. It was EMD, but Detroit Diesel was EMD at the time. Anyway, they refer to the cubic inches per cylinder. So 567 cubic inches per cylinder. You can get them in all the way from Shit, I think you could get them all the way from V6 to V24, 24 cylinders in a V. You could get them in inlines. I think they probably even had inverteds. Any old configuration you can think of. Okay, but don't need to look at all this because it really won't matter. So I don't really need to make a marker for that because it's gonna be the only thing on the road in the morning. I'm gonna delete that one. I don't need it. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, I think I'm ready. So, we'll look at all of these locations, make sure they're... I think I already did this. Yeah. We have changes queued. 91,000 in interest payment in 4 days. Okay, sure. So I have to save my money because I made a freaking huge loan. All right. Andrews received 69 cars. Nice. Silva received 107 cars. Wow. That's crazy. All right, so we're gonna have... I'm gonna start with 3064 because I'm gonna let this run on waypoint mode. They're already running. Okay, cool. So put that in waypoint. And so there's a new waypoint queue mod, which is freaking glorious. You just hold control and queue up multiple waypoints. I'm going to do the same thing up here for 5011, except I'm going to make sure that it does not pick up air. I don't want to air all this stuff up. Oops. Okay. And then Shift G to enter the oh, that's already there. And we can delete that one. So connect air, that's the, as it sounds. And then here you can change whether you take or drop cars, how many. If you leave it to take 0, it'll take the whole cut. So that's exactly what I want to do. I want to take the whole cut. And then, what are these? Oh, these are repair parts. Okay, cool. So those are the loaded cars of repair parts and coal and stuff. Doesn't look like there's any fuel. Oh, there is diesel. Oh, never mind. There's there's a bunch of fuel. I'm gonna leave them here. Back. Oh, no, I'm not gonna leave them here. I'm gonna take them with me to Dillsboro. But these two cuts might be big enough that I have to take them down to Dillsboro one at a time to switch them there. Now the bummer thing is I don't think I can get these locomotives or the waypoint queue to kick cars, but that's a really minor, like, you know, little niggle sort of thing. not an important complaint. Because kicking cars is something you shouldn't be doing without being supervised anyway. All right, so let's see how many that picks up. Ooh. 54 to 61, that's 57 cars. 4487 tons. A lot of that's going to be the fuel. Okay, so actually I am going to go ahead and run this first section to Hillsboro. I'm going to leave it in I might air this up actually. I'm gonna stop here and air this up. And yeah, I am gonna go with my caboose on the head end, because I honestly don't think I can. Not sure this locomotive is going to be able to push all this. Maybe it will. Okay, let's try it. If it can, I'll air up the first cut and then take it down. There's absolutely no chance we're going to be able to shove both of these cuts with this locomotive by itself. It's going to struggle enough as it is. And the only reason that's the case is that right there. This thing has a factor of adhesion of like 3.5, which will induce wheel slip at throttle levels over 90. If it modulated its throttle right here, it'd be fine. But it doesn't, so it's not. Oh, I have a light on in here. That's right. We can ride the caboose. Head in caboose, anybody? Actually, that's not a terrible idea. I can stand on the platform of the caboose with my lantern out, and I'm the headlight. Once this AI engineer pulls this out and stops this, I will, and then it'll throw the switches to go its desired direction. We got bunch of Andrew's stuff on the front of this train. Oh, this might also be too heavy for this pair of locomotives to pull out of this. Pull out of this interchange by themselves. I did not think about that. These are running. They can be used. Hey, 3064, you want some help? Why don't you stop right where you are? That is on the wood, 100% throttle, and they are not making it on their own. So they would have, but this will help. I'll set this for as helpers and let 3064 control it all. Then it'll have all sorts of power. Okay, so now this needs to stop, and I don't know if it will activate the locomotive brakes to see that. Actually, the silver interchanges, not quite. Can't actually use reverse thrust in this. I don't know how well it will work. All right. Did it? Oh no, I touched the thing. I touched the thing and I made it go bananas. Anyway. Yeah, it's gonna need to move before it'll throw the switch. What is this? That should go that way. I'm going to do this myself. See where it'll get to at 100. Railroad's online right now. That's a game I have a love-hate relationship with. Okay, so it's making it. Sure. I don't know if I'm definitely not switched to the right place. Okay. Okay. All right, you are 100% in the way, little girl. I love you so much. Okay, let's see if we can get that to work. I think I gotta come past here. Down here somewhere. That should be plenty. Ah. Okay. Strange. Why is it like that, bud? Like, Foxy, why is it like that? What is all that? Is that stuff trying to be on top of the default stuff? I don't get it. Matter? Device okay. How much tractive effort is that producing? 102,000 and change. Eat your heart out, electric motor. I've definitely seen where the obviously the diesels are capable of incredible starting tractive effort and force and stuff. Realistically, a steam engine would not be able to start at 100%. Active effort. Depends. If it was centered, then it'd be half, right? If you're in a spot where one of your cylinders is at, you know, forward or aft dead center, then you're going to be getting half of your power. But if you're in a spot where both cylinders are clocked, where you can get both of them, but at first you're going to be going slowly enough that you will have a momentary lapse of power, regardless of, you know, just due to the way the steam locomotives are timed and clocked. Now, obviously, a 4-cylinder locomotive, like a duplex or an articulated that operates on a simple expansion, will not have that problem, as they'll be clocked in such a way that they're still going to be clocked 90 degrees. So the two sides of a steam locomotive are clocked 90 degrees apart from each other, not 180. If you clock them at 180, they'll be so unbalanced that it'll be it'll just shake you to death. But also, if it's 180, then they're both at, one's at forward dead center and the other one's at aft dead center. So your impulses and your pushing and pulling power is, you know, it's really intermittent. Whereas clocking them 90 degrees apart, when this one's out, this one's on, and when this one's out, this one's on, and there's always at least one that has some amount of intake going on. So, but now I want to just realize this freaking AI has put me down the goddamn there we go. Put me down the siding, and I don't want to be down the siding. I'm gonna leave this caboose here. We'll get it later. We'll come back to get it. While that's doing its thing at 88%, that's a yucky number. 93, that'll work. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hello, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's no way that track's 30 cars long, is there? Oh, it's probably 30 or more. So waypoint 1, we're gonna drop 30. 2, we're gonna drop another 30. Okay. Now we're just barely getting past the switch over here. Oh, I want the window open. What the hell? So I will pull this monstrous cut of cars clear of the switch down there, and we'll just see if we can shove this pile of crap, or maybe we just go without the caboose because it's not that important. Hello? Yeah. He's angry. Probably shouldn't go over probably 15 or so miles an hour though. It's a pretty smooth yard, but still don't want to go over probably 15 to 20 miles an hour. Lay down, Bruce. It's okay.
All right.
You're in the way, sweet girl. That's okay. Hey, Bruce. Wonder what that looks like. Oh. Oh, it's still pulling. Oh, that's all. Okay. Oh, it had to change direction because the passenger train is in front of it. There's like nothing for Andrews on that. Oh, there is, but it's way up on the head end. Now for us, I do have a very strong inclination to try to stop and back up to get that caboose. It will not be difficult to stop. I just need to be careful about when I make that application. For locomotive brakes, for train brakes in the United States at least, we don't really make applications of brakes. We do, but we don't. What we do is we make reduction. And this is especially true for older schedules of air brakes. This is still an automatic brake. Still called an automatic because it will hold a lap. But it now in this game it doesn't work like that. In this game it is a self-lapping brake, but it does not self-release gradually. Not a graduated release, which is a bummer. I think I will try to pick that up. The grade here is not in my favor, nor is the weight of this train, but we can remember that not all of the weight of the train is on the grade at one time. This grade's not particularly long. Like if I were trying to climb Koei from Barker's to Koei with this train, I'd be in trouble because I think the train is long enough. That grade is long enough to fit the whole train, and so being on it all at once is not great. There's pretty few spots where the whole train is on the grade in this game. On this map alignment. Going up to Alarka, after Alarka Junction and before Alarka Junction. No, that wasn't enough. Yeah, that was I should have set up for that long before. Okay, we're not making that. Screw that. I could, but now I'm far enough back that I don't want to. So we're gonna just power through, pull on it. And so I'm gonna put myself into the Dillsboro yard here, the Sun Yard 1. A lot of times here, actually, I was gonna say a lot of times here I will use the main, and I'm gonna put this train on the main in Dillsboro, through Dillsboro yard. I'm gonna open up the siding at Coe. I think I'm gonna end up right all the way at the right at the end of Coe siding. I might even end up out of it. So I will set that up as such. What we'll do is I'll bring the Dillsboro switcher up, pull off the bits of the train, and we'll pull off as big a chunks as we can, as quickly as we can. So then we'll I will manually kick. Let's get you. Don't need to be under a lot of power here. Was it at waypoint 1 or waypoint 2? Waypoint 1. All right, so it's dropped 30 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How about 19? Not 30. It's funny. Almost exactly 30 cars fit in that. It's 31, but depending on the length of the car, pretty close. Laura, Hero. Love you. Okay. I do need to go and look at what have I done? Regular red signal. Oh, because I opened the yard switch for a second. For a hot second. I'm gonna take like a 10-pound reduction, which honestly is probably too much, as this propagates through the train. But now granted, I don't have the whole train hooked up. I just have that first cut, 57 cars or whatever. Plus engine tender, and the canteen auxiliary tender. We refer to not everybody, not universal, but auxiliary tenders are commonly referred to as canteens because they are a can of water. So, oh, Clara. If my levels are weird, it's because there's a cat laying on my mixer. I think it's warm, so I don't blame her. No, you're okay. You don't have to go anywhere. There's only one active level on that matters. Such a good kitty. Oh yeah, we're gonna need that, aren't we? 3074. Better wake that up. Put that on the hot list. I'm just trying not to overspeed stuff. But once I get past the I guess the shop switch, for Dillsboro. Stop this. I am going to try and do it with the independent only, which is absolutely insane from 25 miles an hour, but it'll be okay. It won't matter too much because the switcher is going to pick up air and stuff anyway. So I am also going to end up, I probably will jump into, I don't know. And maybe I'll jump into sandbox mode and hand to God that caboose that I left up there, but I can just bring it down with the switcher from Silva. I don't remember how many locomotives I have here. I don't think it's many. 630 for sure. 802. Oh, 3751. All right. Which is being serviced. And then the yard switcher. I remember having a reason for leaving so little power here. Realistically, I should only have 2 trains going westbound from here, and then an eastbound. But they could be pretty big. I guess that'll be okay. If 5011 got this train to here, it can pull to okay, so we are out of Koei, out of the other end of Koei. All right, so I'm going to take a 14-pound reduction here. See where it stops. So what's the first pickup I want to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cars. I'm going to have 374. I'm going to pick up 13 cars. And then it will deposit those 13 cars on this track over here. And we'll go check on 3064. This coupler should be open. Oh, I made the wrong couple. Okay. That's okay. Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to do that. Make it wait for it to move. You hold down left control when you click on the waypoint button, and it allows you to queue up moves. Maybe you hold down control when you're... So, waypoint 1, we're going to uncouple 1 car closest to the waypoint, and then we're going to come back and we're going to leave 3 cars. Is that what it was? Yeah, 3. Okay. And we'll be back over here by then. Oh, why is your Mars light on forward? Why is it, more to the point, why does this locomotive have a Mars light? Obviously because I put it there, but it doesn't need a Mars light, bro. Look at a high headlight. There we go. Ditch lights are great. Honestly, the Mars light is super cool. Mars lights are awesome. Driver lights are very, very, very cool. What in the world? How? 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13. Apparently I didn't do that properly. Oops. Okay, so we need to check on sawmill. We have a new sawmill switcher. A couple of new locomotives. Come on. This is the Lunar Locomotive Works, excuse me. 060 45 heavy switcher. It's a 45,000 tractive effort 060, which is insane. I think it's based on a real prototype. Absolutely massive. Slide valves, I love it. Domes galore. 2 sand domes on a switcher, yes. Slope back tender, love it. Let's kick ass. Let's go. So we're gonna use this to pull stuff out of the yard. This is our yard locomotive. Oh, I don't know if I like that Jersey 3 though. Sorry, Jersey. I feel like it needs a more offensive whistle. Just something that's completely wrong for the locomotive. I'll think about that. All right, and then we'll get 140 to do logging things because 140 does logging things. Hey, how many cars are there? 20, probably. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. Whoa, that's a bunch. And then we're gonna take a bunch over here. Oh, we're gonna say 1, and then we'll do that to set. Okay, so 5011. What? Oh my! You've applied some handbrakes. Very me. You think? You're gonna have to uncouple them yourself there, bud. Did that say 39 handbrakes? It did say 39 handbrakes. Oh goodness. I did tell the I know why. Because I did a semi-realistic thing, or a highly realistic thing, and set the handbrake percentage to 40%, which is the correct percentage of handbrakes set on a train on the flat. But now, you know what'll be a lot less time consuming? It's to tell this locomotive to drive forward slightly and then backwards to pick up the train. It'll turn them all off by itself. You gotta love the autopilot. All right. 20 miles an hour. Where are you going, son? Excuse? Where did it think it was going? Yes. One. One. Yeah, you're gonna get to wait a second while T11 figures out what the fuck is doing. I guess you could dive back over there and get some more stuff, but... There you go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. We're gonna take 2. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? 7. Okay. What are we doing up here? Click on Walker. Those were low. Yes, we can pull. Well, it's all over the air. Okay. Hmm. I'm mostly looking for a whistle that has a decent quill to it, which is actually shockingly few. Duck. It's not too bad. PC Jones, boiler tube, next chime. Let's go. All right, so go over here. Whoops. How many we're gonna pick up? Let's say I gotta go in there to dump stuff off. Let's take 20 and then we'll see where we're at. Don't touch their air and don't touch their handbrakes. Okay. Okay. That looks good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What happens if I hit take 0? I think take 0 does the whole cut, but double check. Going kind of quickly. Doing all right here. I'm gonna set Kelly back to normal. And I will set Dillsboro to siding. I don't think we're gonna have any cuts that are bigger than the siding, hopefully. All right, so 21 cars out of the air. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Is that 14? All right. About that. Okay. All right, so I wish it wasn't so stupid. I missed one button. Guess we'll see what we got. All right, so okay. 14, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Oops. Okay. 3064. Plot 1. Op 1. Op 2. All right. One. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a few minutes, and I'm gonna go get myself a bite of food. They're back. All right, y'all. Got me a piece of food. Several. All right, so whatever, that'll be fine. And the 1, 2. Take another 20 car cut, I guess. Proper other train, huh? Did we? Oh, you are the other train. That's the other train, rather, but that'll do. Got here. Ooh, all right. Dump that. 1, 2. 3. Two. Actually, there. One bat. Okay, game. Come on, load the text scenery. Thank you. Is there stuff up the branch? There is. Okay. So then we'll for this. Oh. Yeah. After that, how many moves can I queue up here? Then we're gonna take 7. And we're gonna drop 7. And that will be where we stop. This little guy back. We're gonna tell 30 to wait now. You get off the hot list. We don't need 150 yet. We're gonna leave that there. Aha. 3074 is picked up. This train of stuff. This is the deepest car. It's a cooling tower, Andrew's car. Oh no. Oh no. I got backwards. Okay. We're gonna pick up one there. We're gonna go to here and we're gonna take 4. We're actually doing this pretty quickly, frankly. Normally I'd be struggling to get this yard switched by 6 a.m. and we're 100 cars down, or 50 cars down, not 100, 50 cars down almost 5 o'clock. The passenger trains don't move until 8 o'clock over here. Yeah, the first one to move is 11 from Malarca, leaving at 7:30. Then 98 leaves Selva at 8 o'clock. And 101 leaves Andrews at 8:13, followed by 201 leaving Malarca at 8:15. Not super duper concerned with time, and everything kind of going pretty nice up here. So we'll put 7004 into waypoint mode. Get out of that. Undo this switch. I want to see if it'll just pick it all up. And obviously 704 is going on the hot list now. It's going to be a transfer heading for Bryson. Nope. Technically a T-Brad. It's T-Ad BR, but it's the reverse version. We could call it a manifest actually, because it's from yard to yard. So M add DR. There we go. These guys are sitting over here with all the Andrews based stuff. And we'll let the other train get out of the way, and then we'll talk about that. Okay, 250 is not going to have anything to do for a little while, so we'll take that off the hot list. Same for 3064. I really don't need it on the hot list for a minute. Hillsborough East. How long's your train, yo? What are you doing in Dillsboro East? Where are you going, sir? Hello? Would you like to, like, not do that? Yeah. So go here. Take 4. And go here and take 1. All right. So, what are we doing, 3074? Like, seriously. What are we doing here, bud? Oh, you did pick up the car, so cool. Sweet. And you can leave 1. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're looking for. So. And I know there's those other locomotives on the other side, and I will use them to pull the outbounds. I don't mind bothering with a marker on that because it's the only thing on there, and it's gonna be clear all the way to. You know, I'll just keep an eye on its progress with the tag. Okay, so leave one. And how many after that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. One. 5, 6. Oh yeah, I haven't even reached the fuel cars yet. Oh, see where that came in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I got 10 of each. And 1, then 8. Okay. All right. So this thing should now be able to pull all this over into the yard. So it should be a 7 and then a 1 and then a 7. Still 57 cars up there, but I know at least 30 of them are mine. May leave them on the main. End up putting them back on the main to take up to Hillsboro. Silva, excuse me. In fact, I'm gonna bring 31 switcher down we'll bring the caboose with us. Bring that switcher down to down to Dillsboro. Honestly, where I'm at, y'all, right now, I feel pretty comfortable. This is the best we've been doing in a while. Normally, certain manifests take me a lot less time if I kick it myself. The only reason I haven't been lately is because I had so much stuff going on all at once. Hard to keep it all straight. Or gay. In any case, we're still wasting time by having switchers go down these tracks. But if we could get the switching locomotives to learn how to kick, that'd be amazing. Couldn't be that hard. Kick a couple, uncouple here at this speed. Uncouple this many here at this speed. That can't be that hard. There you go. Okay, so then we're gonna drop 7. Then drop 1. That's gonna fit like 3 more, not 8 more. All that up. I didn't even look at the tonnage of that train. So yeah, those four can pull it. Sure. I think they are going to be able to pull with ease, frankly. All right. We're going to drop 7 here. I need to remember to give this thing like a half a car length to chop shit. But we're doing pretty good overall. Drop 1, then drop, did I say drop 3? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then it'll need to be maybe drop 4 over there. Of course, we're gonna not touch the train itself. We're just gonna pull cars off of it. Guess I'll put that shit down there. Yeah, we don't have any more East Whittier stuff, so I'm not. All these blank cars, they're going to the Silva storage. So coal, diesel, and repair part storage. The coal storage isn't done yet. It should be getting pretty close. Yeah, within the next hour or so, maybe. We have also the Y. Should be getting close to being done. 21 tons of ballast there, 21 tons of ties. But the ready track and the diesel and repair part storage is done. And then the first part of the sorting yard, I think that's got 2 phases. Yeah, we'll have to have another phase to finish that. And the same thing with the loop track. Once these are done, that'll take another order to fill. I think this one fills 1 track, and then you get the availability to fill. There's another loop track that comes further east, but really could just sit here and ride along. Things that make all sorts of noise with in auto engineer. Oh yeah, okay, so this one, once it drops them, I'm gonna have it pick them up, go pick up the subsequent cuts down the hill and push them into the waiting track at the log pond. We did bleed all the air. Oh. Go there. And we're gonna go here. Remember to hold the left control when you're doing up those waypoints. So nice though. I'll come up here and get pulpwood later. That will be 140's second job, is to come get the pulpwood and take it to Silva. Oh yes. How many waypoints can I queue up here? Certainly a bunch. I have to keep an eye on the field and water. Man, look at all this work. This is great. Queuing up all this work is just killer. All right. I'll have number 250 here, 150 go in all of that. All those log cars. Okay. I'm gonna use a little trick here. I'm gonna pull all of that. Really do wonder how much of this. Oh my, okay. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 16 17 18 19 20. I'm gonna go drop a bunch. Oh my god, this is nice, y'all. How many moves did I just queue up for 140? At least, yeah, 8 or 9. One. I'm gonna drop 10. That. Come down here. We're gonna drop 2. Oh, this is very nice. Having this ability. I'm gonna have this done in the next hour. It's really, really incredible. Look at that. You're the one blocking it, you dumbass. Look at those freaking compressors just wailing away. Help us! There's no pressure in this sprinkler. Tearing up the whole train. All right. So we're gonna drop 3 and then drop 5, and then we'll pull. I'm gonna pull the rest of it all at once. I can. Ooh. Ah, yes. So. Go drop that. Ooh, goodness. There. Come back over and pick that up. We'll get these outbounds later. Don't start in the train. Careful what you bleed brakes on, because if you bleed it all, it's gonna be waiting a while. So, but it's just use of the independent brake is handy. Now, is it a realistic way to do stuff? Oh, we'll love you to be waiting for this air. This is a video game. I want it now, damn it. Just like that, I'm gonna have a clear track. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have too much to do. Mostly Queen Coal Mine cars. And just having the switcher not stop moving is amazing. And I'm leaving 31 at that stop signal on purpose. .140's almost done with the log run here. I would have 150 push the other logs set up the hill, and I don't see why I can't just do it now. Tell you what we don't need though, and we don't need that giant canteen for it. Another ridiculous whistle. Oh, I put that one on there. I remember that. Mm. I feel like the Reading 6 would be... Ooh, there's the other. Sounds like ass at crunchy frame rates. Nope, nope, not that one. But I may end up just waiting for that because that's all. Okay, we picked up all the rest of these cars. 1, 2, then 4, then 1, then 1. Okay. So I sitting here up for a while. How are they going? Where'd you make it to? Downhill. All right. Cool. I don't know why I took 3064 off the hot list. Seems dumb. Oh, that's how I did it. I misclicked. Same way I just did it just now. All right. So I'm gonna dump these here. Handbrake. That up. Or we're gonna take 3, 7, 8. Take 8. On. Quick as he came, and he's gone. He gone. Okay. Sounds. That's gonna be there a while. Airing up. This is finally aired back up. Thankfully. Two. Four. And one, then one. 7 and 7. Okay. So 2, 4, 1, 1, 7. I'm gonna stream for about another half hour. I'm gonna try not to go longer than 3 hours. You don't say. Just leave two, so leave two. Oh, try again. Hey, Robert. What? I was gonna say now at least the main's clear, but I remember there's a train sitting on it. Okay. Train. Definitely gonna wait for 140 to come back down before I send 150 up. That's an area I can't traffic control. I would definitely want to. Okay, so we're gonna drop them two. Which it did do. Drop one. You complete the air, just apply the handbrake. Oh. Hi, Clara. I'm happy to see you. See you all the time, but I'm still happy to see you. You're just my girl. So, I'm gonna leave one over here. I'm gonna leave one. Oh, she's sitting on me. She never sits on me. But this cat almost 4 years, and she sat on me a grand total of maybe 3 times. Well, that fourth. That was a good time. Fine. Pulled the right one, didn't I? Yeah. Excuse me. Gosh. It's just because there's a locomotive on the other end of that other one. Yeah. Four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 4. Really? Oh, that's the thing I'm missing from. Yes. Do it all. All right. Doing up here. Oh. Oh. Doing the thing. This push right here is why I have this locomotive on this run, because it needs all of that power. And yes, it would be better with a diesel, but I don't care. Two, then one, then a bunch. Holy cow, that's a bunch. Oh, I'm in there. Oh, it may not be enough room. I don't think that's enough room, y'all. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I feel like industry switching is probably the less important thing right now. That train is just motoring along, doing perfectly. Okay, cool. Let this little guy in here right now. Anyone asks, I brought that boost back with the train, right? I honestly think we're getting the majority of this done in the next. I'll tell you what, I'll stop. I'll quit streaming after I'm done switching all this together. That should be pulled, and it is. And switch the last handful of this together, manual style. And the ditch lights are just pretty bright. A lot of light. Have this thing move up and carve. Into, I only need 3, but I'm gonna have it move 10 anyway. All the rest of this is all going up to Silva in the staging tracks. We'll just have the switcher pull it. It should be fine.
End of time.
Oh, careful now. Ah. Oh. Get that. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold the frick on. Hold on. Feels like I forgot something. Where are you going, 3074? Nope. Or do either of those? Eh. Not that one. That one. That one. Alright. So. Yes. Pick that up. What's that? I am ridiculously far. Or it'd only be 6 a.m. Uh-oh. Just feel like the shortest Hillsboro or Bryson local. Whittier local. Yeah, it's a low. I need to learn how to stop bleeding cars. It's fine, but you need to. Oh no, you're not going anywhere yet, sir. Hold on, hold on. Last year train looked like 70. Yeah, it's 20 pounds low, bud. Stay put for a minute. For diesels, you can idle them up in neutral, and they will build air a lot faster. Okay. Works better if I look away from it. Okay. So, let's tie that. Over to the other side. I'll grab those. I did say I'd be ending the stream soon, and I am. But I'm just kind of enjoying the progress I've made so far. A lot. How heavy is that train? 800? That's nothing. That's nothing. Oh, this train's a lot heavier than that. Alright. Ooh. Perfect timing. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like as far as where stuff goes. Oh. Yes, I do. Stuff goes up there. Stuff comes out here. Okay, and then the coal loader is off to the side. And there's already 300 tons of coal in it. Thanks, game. We have 9. Let's just see it. How much diesel do we have? 20,000. The repair parts? 110 tons. You love it. That's awesome. Y is clearly not done yet. And these pieces aren't done yet, but that's awesome. Cool. And I did just tell that pusher to go ahead and, you know, the Silva switcher, or the Dillsboro switcher, to get on the other side of the Silva switcher, and it'll help pull all this junk up to the interchange there to put things in the servicing tracks. What are we doing as far as time? Okay, that's going to be there long before. I do think 140 is going to be eastbound with its train before very long. So okay, so train 201 meets with 98 in Bryson. Those are all going to be like that for now. Be awaiting. Take it with you. Take him with you. Be nice, Robert. Robert. Bruce. Be nice. Meow, huh? That's an interesting setup. All right, let's have a look here. SH 1 and 2. Good. $150's up there spotting cars like a good lad. 140 here is smoking out the countryside, trying to get to Thomas Valley. Wondering if it was gonna beat 802. It might, actually might. No, it's not gonna. On second thought, no. Even though 802 is very clearly just say it's going slower, but it's not. It's fewer pulses because there's less cylinders. 2-cylinder instead of 3. I do love whoever's idea it was to make that Mikado with triple cylinder. So weird. Hey, yourself. Lay down. All right, so whoever beats whoever into Thomas Valley, it actually looks pretty close. Hopefully 802 gets in there and I can close the switch back up and let 140 keep a nice head of steam going. I'd prefer it not to have to slow down. Keep going. Look at all that brake it just used. Ugh, I should have grabbed that. I should have got that sooner. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Here you go. Yes. Oh. Okay, so all right. Emergency? Really? It went into emergency for a fucking restricting? How about you just go? What are you scared of? I was gonna say 5011 has a legitimate shot of beating him now, but it won't. It'll do the same thing at the entrance to Bryson. It'll go into emergency like a dumbass. Oh my god. There's a 10-mile-an-hour change in speed. I better dump it. This is very heavy. This is all my railroads fuel and repair parts for the next while. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send empty cars over to the fill lane, which seems silly. But I'm gonna split them up. So we're gonna do half in the fill lane and half in the outbound to go get more. Which I might wait a day or two to pay the interest payment, because that will probably cost most of our money. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Look at that thing wiggling. Did y'all see that? See that signal wiggling? That was crazy. All right, so we can set Thomas Valley back to straight-ish. Set these back up. That one we'll have to wait for. Who just got where? I was at 3064 saying something. All right. Oh. Okay, they finally come into the yard. Please don't take that. They're taking that. Okay. really don't have to be so aggressive with your brakes, you know. How many cars are in the backyard? I know there's a bunch, but a lot of pulpwood, y'all. Change. Essentially, that's a massive train of pulpwood all by itself. And there's already a boatload of pulpwood, and there's pulpwood empties. I'm crazy. Ah, yes. Good. Pick those up. Drop them off. Here. Oh my, there we go. You know, goodness, kitties are on one tonight. Oh my. Ugh. I'm gonna hold 5011 in Cove Island just long enough for me to put some of this stuff away. I need more room than that, homie. What's there? Push the brakes. I guess I could hold it at the east end of Bryson instead. That'll clog up the main, but I was gonna clog up the main in Cove Island anyway, so I don't see how it matters. It makes a difference. And then after you're done with that, go over here. Or better yet, Bryson. Need some fuel at some point, but tonight is not that night. Yes, it is tonight. It is today, but okay. Okay, you pick up this train. You applied handbrakes to yourself, didn't you? not the rest of it. We want to bet there's still air on. Yeah, there's still air on. Of course there's still air on. Okay. We're gonna just get all this stuff put away, and then I will grab one track at a time and sort it all out. Oh. Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh. I want to see 90 pounds in this brake line before I move that train. I'm just going to air it up with those Jeeps. And I'm going to cut the air before I move it. Oh. Goodness. Hello. What do we got here? Hello. Yes. Oh. I think we're good. Oh wait, I was supposed to pick these up. Okay. Oh. You can air all that up. And on the handbrake. Here's coolant oil, here's repair track, and I think the rest of these are interchange bound. Nope, there's one SH car. Holy crap, alright. That's the most loaded one we pulled out. Alright. So 7,004. 2005. 2003. 2002. Okay, so I'm gonna tell this AI auto engineer to not air this train up, because it's already aired up. Don't connect the air, just release the handbrakes. Oh, except heck, I did the stupidest thing ever. All right, well, new plan. Now we bleed the whole train. Oh, no, never mind. It aired it all up. Again. Whatever. Okay, screw it. So. Hello, 5011. We know. Oh, there's no way I'm going to have a completely empty track. Them. I need to go 35 there, y'all. It is getting... That is... Ayla. Alright, the rest of these... East Whittier or Whittier proper, so we'll plop them. Ah, gotta keep the canteen. Am I gonna have two trains meet here with a freaking passenger train in the way? Does seem like the sort of stuff for a different day me. getting there. Okay, so we need a couple extra cars of clearance there. We want to decouple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 furthest from the waypoint. We want to take the active cut. I'll go back in there. We're gonna drop one. I think that's how that works. Oh, it certainly looks like it. How many cars are we gonna fit in here? About 20 cars of 40 footers fits. So let's say uncouple, you touch that air. All right, so where did it? Oh, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick up a couple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 3. There you go. So that's 17 then now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. All right. Not all cars are 40 feet. Let's shoot for another 17. Touch the air again. 2 here. We're almost in far enough to bring 5011 in. We could. Stuff off the main. Now, I'm gonna have to break up 5011's train, which is okay. Stand that. So what we'll do is we'll have 5011 come way up here, and then we'll back in whatever will fit. We'll back the other cut that fits there, and anything left will on that third track. Oh my god. That's funny. Okay. That car I respotted literally just got picked up. So now it's it got filled up like instantly. I knew it was full. It was close. Since it's already there, we'll just take it. All right. So, we're gonna grab. Tell you what I'm gonna do is we're gonna drop that canteen. Pick one. Grab these. Here. Couple. All right, well, that works pretty well. Well, the reason I'm dropping that canteen, I'm gonna swap the bigger canteen for the smaller canteen here for 802. I think 802 just gonna need that extra water, and I'll use the smaller one for 150. So, huh. It may not even be far enough. Come all the way up the edge of the yard. Well, I've been going almost an hour longer than I said I was going to. So as soon as this train is in this yard and stationary, I'm going to call it quits for today. You'll probably catch me here in the next few days streaming this again. I will probably play some other games, try to stream them. I've been looking forward to a new Bannerlord playthrough when the new DLC drops, some War Sales DLC. I have been playing the beta, but it obviously doesn't have the new faction, doesn't have the Nords, but it's got a bunch of the gameplay changes, and so far it's been pretty good. I'm not super far into it, but we'll see. Kind of feel like I'm gonna just hold put these down here, and then we'll drop those 8, come back to these, just start making a Whittier train. We'll just like I said, pull one track at a time, and obviously I have a whole other train to spot. Not spot, sort. Pretty even size for these two trains manifests today. I do not need another Nantahala coal loader car though. Oh, I see what's happening. My old coal cars come in, and I guess I will just take it because it'll be necessary. I use a lot of coal at Nanta. Coal, Nanta, Andrew, Dillsborough, and here, which is obviously the four main places on the main line. Alarka doesn't use any. For someone, whatever reason, I'm just always serving that with diesels, and I don't have a switcher there. I don't have a steam locomotive anywhere up there. So even though there's steam fuel there, fuel for a steam locomotive, just haven't been using a steam locomotive to pull it or run it or anything. All right, so how many cars is that? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 26. Let's take off 3. So drop 24. I think I'm gonna be lucky if that fits. Don't touch the air. Asking that locomotive to switch that stuff is a bit silly, but here we are. Ah. Nope, I already said I was gonna quit for today, and I am. This is how. Alright, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching, and give us a like if you liked it and enjoyed yourself. Subscribe if you want, and have a good one. Peace.